Ladies and gentlemen, today we're not just talking about a vehicle, we're talking about something that technically stopped being a vehicle around the same time silent films were still complaining about being replaced. Meet the 1927 Dodge Doodlebug, a machine that spent 60 years sitting in a yard like it was on a long-term meditation retreat, and somehow still refuses to fully die. Before we dig into this rolling relic of stubborn engineering, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because here we don't just revive engines, we revive stories that most people gave up on somewhere between barn find and call the scrapyard. The story of the 1927 Dodge Doodlebug begins in the pre-Chrysler era, when Dodge Brothers Company still operated independently, building cars with a reputation for durability rather than comfort or glamour. By the mid-1920s, America was in full mechanical experimentation mode, especially in rural areas where farmers refused to let anything go to waste, including old cars. Instead of buying tractors, many farmers turned aging automobiles into improvised agricultural machines. They stripped bodies, shortened frames, and removed anything that didn't help pull, push, or survive abuse. The vehicle we're discussing reportedly sat in a yard for over 60 years. That's not storage, that's historical abandonment with commitment. By the time it was rediscovered, it had become more landscape than machine, blending into the environment, like it was trying to become local wildlife. The engine is a 212 cubic inch CH 4-liter inline-four, producing approximately 44 horsepower. The engine is mounted in a front-engine rear-drive layout typical of the era, paired with a manual transmission designed for simplicity rather than refinement. There are no modern comforts here, just mechanical honesty. No electronics, no assistance systems, no apologies. Suspension is basic leaf spring architecture, front and rear, built to survive rural terrain rather than smooth highways. Braking systems are mechanical drums requiring real physical effort and forward planning. Stopping power in this era wasn't about precision, it was about intention. Original body panels are removed, leaving an exposed utilitarian structure. Weight varies significantly depending on conversion. Top speed in original configuration would have been modest, roughly 35 to 45 miles per hour, 56-72 kilometers per h, depending on condition and gearing though. In farm conversion form, speed becomes irrelevant. Fuel consumption is inefficient by modern standards, but at the time efficiency was measured in whether the engine still started after winter. One of the most impressive aspects is survivability. Despite decades of neglect, the engine in this example reportedly still refuses to fully die, a trait that defines early Dodge engineering philosophy more than any brochure ever could. The 1927 Dodge Doodlebug doesn't follow design rules, it survives them. In its converted form, all unnecessary elegance has been stripped away, leaving only function, steel, and stubbornness. What remains is a raw mechanical silhouette shaped by decades of rural improvisation rather than factory intention. It looks less like something designed and more like something that simply refused to stop existing. There is a strange honesty in its appearance. No chrome fantasy, no comfort promises, just a working relic that became a farm tool out of necessity. One local mechanic once joked that it looks like a car that lost an argument with a tractor and decided to stay useful out of spite. Even Timmy looked at it once and said it probably runs on memories, which is only half wrong considering its history. Compared to purpose-built tractors of the 1940s and beyond, the Doodlebug represents an era of improvisation that industrial production eventually erased. Once tractors returned to full-scale manufacturing after 1946, machines like this were no longer needed. Factory-built equipment offered reliability, power, and standardization, things homemade conversions could never fully guarantee. But what they lacked in refinement, doodlebugs made up for in accessibility. They were cheap solutions for farmers who needed functionality more than identity. Unlike mass-produced tractors, each doodlebug was unique, shaped by whatever parts were available and whatever imagination the builder had left after a long day in the field. In today's collector market, these machines occupy a strange space. Not quite classic cars, not quite tractors, but artifacts of rural engineering survival. Most were scrapped or left to decay, making surviving examples increasingly rare and more historically interesting than commercially valuable. The 1927 Dodge Doodlebug is not a restoration story in the traditional sense. It is a survival story. 60 years in a yard didn't erase it. It just added layers of history, rust, and character. While most machines of its era have either been restored to perfection or lost entirely, this one exists in a state of defiant continuity. It reminds us that engineering doesn't always end when production stops. Sometimes it continues quietly in fields, behind barns, and in forgotten corners where machines refuse to accept retirement. And somehow, against all logic, this Dodge still wants to run. If you ever feel like your life is stuck in place, just remember this Dodge spent 6 decades in one spot and still woke up like, yeah, I'm not done yet. That's motivation with rust included. And if you're thinking of building your own doodlebug, maybe don't let Timmy near the tools. Last time he tried improving something, it started making noises only Bob believed were government surveillance signals. Huge thanks to All Channel sponsors the legends who keep these forgotten machines alive one story at a time. You're basically funding historical resurrection with sarcasm on the side. Stay curious, stay mechanical, and may your next find be less rusty, but just as stubborn.